Welcome to Mad Zen, a sex positive, open minded style website that is a life philosophy wrapped around the idea of you don't have to fit into society's norms to be happy. You can do whatever makes you happy and ignore everyone else. So it's called Mad Zen because it is a crazy idea to just let go of what society tells you we need to do. You don't have to go to college. You don't have to have kids. You don't have to want a corporate job. You can you can choose to not be religious. You can choose to never get married. You can choose any kind of love that makes you shine inside and ignore everyone else. And that's that Mad Zen concept of just allowing yourself to find your inner peace through embracing insane ideas of not needing to fit into the norms of society. This particular tenet that I'm going to go over is action equals belief. Now, this one is a different side to Mad Zen. And I like to say that because I see it as two different versions. A lot of people find inner peace assuming that that means calm. You've got to be monk-like and just om woosah. You've just got to be this calm, cool, collected person to be able to use the word Zen in a descriptor for you. But for Mad Zen, one half of it is allowing yourself to embrace crazy ideas. But the other half is that you can find inner peace through fighting the good fight. Yes, I am mad at the fact that we don't actually have equal rights for everyone, that religion allows people to feel okay with a bigoted and hateful view on people they don't even know. You know, you can find an amazing amount of calm and just inner peace with yourself, knowing that you are being true to who you are once your actions match your beliefs. So if you believe every person deserves to be treated with equal respect regardless of who they love or how they love, when you actually stand up and make your actions reflect that, someone says something to someone on a public bus, you overhear it. It's not even your issue, but you overhear it. Stand up for that person. Don't let them sit there alone having to face that bullying and unaccepting bigotry. When you see it, be a true ally whether you know them or not, and speak up. No matter what happens from there, you're going to have the confidence and that inner peace of knowing that you did something. You actually stand up for what you say you believe in. And once you get in the practice of that, all of your actions matching your beliefs, then you never have to concern yourself with whether or not people will believe you when you say something, or whether or not you're a legitimately good person. Your actions will always speak louder than your words, and when they match your beliefs, then everyone around you who knows you in any way will easily be able to know when you say something, you mean it. And when you see some sort of injustice or justice, you see something great, somebody else stands up for that person on the bus, and you join in with them and you just say, that's right. That person's got the right idea. You tell them, and you give that extra support. You're not only, squashing down oppression and bigotry and hate and all those other things, you're supporting those other people who are simply doing something that they believe in as well. And it doesn't have to be conflict-based. It's just a matter of you see anything that upsets you in any way, right? That it's simply just not right. When you take the time and you make your actions follow through on that. If you don't like the way the world is about something, go take action for it. Join a volunteer group. Do anything that helps fix that problem. It doesn't have to be conflict-based. It could be volunteer work. It could be literally anything at all that allows your actions to match what you say you believe in. Because in all truth, if somebody says, oh, I believe in monogamy, but they're always cheating on their wife, we know what they really believe. So they're just full of shit and we know it. To be a truly Mad Zen style person, you want to make sure inside and out, spiritually, emotionally, actions and words and beliefs all match. And once you accomplish that, and once you make that such a habit that as soon as something happens, you say what you believe and your actions follow suit immediately. No one can ever question your integrity, and then you can't either. It's not about what they see. But once other people can tell from a distance that you are a good person and what you say is what you mean and vice versa, then you also feel that way. Like you get the comfort of knowing that you're not a hypocrite and you're not full of shit, and no one can blackmail you or call you out on something because, yeah, you own what you do. They can't say, oh, yeah, well, you say this, but remember last week you did that. Well, no. Once you've embraced this concept, last week what you did will still match what you believe. Even if your beliefs change, you can easily go back and say, well, at that time, this is what I thought, so I did that. Since then, I learned this and I learned that and I experienced this, so I've changed my mind on those things. And now, yes, my actions are now different than when they were a week ago because I've grown as a person. That happens. Now, people will believe you when you say that if your actions and your beliefs do match, and they can tell, oh, okay, yeah, they just grew as a person, and that's natural. It's different when they know you're a hypocrite and you just say, oh, I've changed since then, but they know you're full of shit. So action equals belief is all about making a conscious effort to see in your daily life, the things I'm doing right now, do they match what I tell others and what I tell myself that I believe? More importantly, what do you tell yourself? If you're telling yourself, I'm a good person, then you want to make sure that you clarify that in your head and you see, okay, well, what actions would actually be appropriate to the person I'm saying to myself that I am? If you have to, hell, make a list of how do I see myself? What does that mean? How would that person act? And then just compare that to what you actually do and see if they match. If they do, great. You're already leaps and bounds ahead of most people. But you'd be amazed at how many people don't even realize that they're lying to themselves with this false image. It's not intentional. It doesn't mean you're a bad person. It's just that you gave yourself this character and a stereotype or whatever that you think you fit into, but you haven't stopped to actually examine whether or not you really do fit within that mold. And while examining that, you'll figure out, do you even want to? Are you giving yourself this, delusional image of what you're supposed to be based on what someone else told you? Like, hey, my parents told me I needed to grow up to be a doctor and I had to do this and I had to do that. Am I living my life based off of that when I don't want to be? And if that's the case, man, stop and decide, what do you want to be? And change yourself and your actions to match what you really believe, not what you were told to believe. If you can do that, you're on the way to living a much happier, much more honest life. And that's also part of Mad Zen. So again, welcome. I hope everything you find here is, if not opening your eyes, at the very least opens up your mind to having conversations with others. If you disagree with me, absolutely let me know. We've got a chat option. Tell me what you disagree with. I love open-minded debate, not an argument, because neither one of us are right or wrong. This is my view. If you have a different view, absolutely. But I'm an evidence-based person finding what makes me happy. And because I've been told by so many people that I'm obnoxiously happy all the time, I decided to create this process to help others see if they can live the same sort of mentality that I live, because it's not that I'm happier than other people naturally. I know for a fact that I went through various points in my life that were very, very difficult, and I manually decided to change the way I look at things. And these are the things that I chose to do, and I made a practice of it, and it wasn't easy. I had to consistently, daily, double-check myself and be honest enough with myself to call myself out when I was being full of shit. But over the years, I've gotten good enough at it that now it's second nature. I don't even think about it. It's just habit. And this is the version of me that people are seeing who asked me, what is my secret? How do I stay so happy? So I put it together, broke it down, and this is the result. I hope you like it. And if you don't, absolutely let me know and we can get started talking. All right. Welcome and have fun.